भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जायमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपां साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदां सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी निति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4 and chapter number 27, attacked by Chandveg on the city of King Puranjana, the character of Kal Kanya. Yes, so sorry for your inconvenience. Actually, Mukundan Prabhu is in Bangalore today and he has to give Srimad Bhagavatam there. So we will read today at least two, three verses. Yes, 4.27.15. When King ते चण्डवेगानुचरा पुरञ्जनपुरं यदा हर्तुम् आरेभिरे तत्र प्रत्येषधत् प्रजागरः. Its translation.
When King Gandharva Raja Chandavega and his followers began to plunder the city of Puranjan, a snake with 5 hoods began to defend the city. Purport: when one is sleeping, the life air remains active in different dreams. The 5 hoods of the snake indicate that the life air is surrounded by 5 kinds of air, known as prana, apana, vyana, udana, and samana. When the body is inactive, the prana or the life air is active. Up to the age of 50, one can actually work for sense gratification. But after the 50th year, one's energy decreases, although one can, with great strain, work for 2 or 3 more years, perhaps up to the 55th year. Thus, the 55th year is generally taken by government regulations as the final year for retirement. The energy which is fatigued after 50 years is figuratively described herein as serpent with 5 hoods. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So we'll read text 16. ससप्तभिशतैरेको विंशत्या च शतं समा पुरञ्जनपुराध्यक्षो गन्धर्वैर्युयुधे बली. Translation.
mention the five-hooded serpent, the superintendent and the protector of the city of King Duryodhana, fought with the Gandharva for 100 years. He fought alone with all
Mataji, your voice is very low.
Is this okay now, Prabhuji?
Yeah, it's okay.
Thank you. Okay. The five-hooded serpent, the superintendent and protector of the city of King Puranjana, fought with the Gandharvas for 100 years. He fought alone with all of them, although they numbered 720. Purport: the 360 days and 360 nights combined to become the 720 soldiers of Chandavega time. One has to fight these soldiers throughout one's lifespan, beginning with birth and ending with death. This fight is called the struggle for existence. Despite this struggle, however, the living entity does not die. As confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 2.20, the living entity is eternal. Na jayate mriyate va kadachin nayam bhutva bhavita va na bhuyah ajo nityam shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire. For the soul there is never birth nor death, nor having once been does he ever cease to be. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, undying, and primeval. He is not slain when the body is slain. Actually, the living entity does not take birth, nor does he die. But he has to fight with the stringent law of material nature throughout the entire span of his lifetime. He must also face different kinds of miserable conditions. Despite all this, the living entity, due to illusion, thinks that he is well situated in sense gratification. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So, one more verse we'll read. क्षीयमाणे स्वसम्बन्धे एकस्मिन् बहुभिर्युधा चिन्तां परां जगामार्तः सराष्ट्रपुरबान्धवः. This translation.
Because he had to fight alone with so many soldiers, all of whom were great warriors, the serpent with five hoods became very weak. Seeing that his most intimate friend was weakening, King Puranjana and his friends and citizens living within the city all became very anxious. Purport: the living entity resides within the body and struggles for existence with the limbs of the body, which are referred to here as citizens and friends. One can struggle alone with many soldiers for some time, but not for all time. The living entity within the body can struggle up to the limit of 100 years with good luck. But after that, it is not possible to prolong the struggle. Thus, the living entity submits and falls victim. In this regard, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has sung Vruddha Kala Alo Aola Sabha Sukha Bhagala. When one becomes old, it becomes impossible to enjoy material happiness. Generally, people think that religion and piety come at the end of life, and at this time one generally becomes meditative and takes to some so called yogic processes to relax in the name of meditation. Meditation, however, is simply a farce for those who have enjoyed life in sense gratification. As described in the sixth chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, meditation, dhyana dharana, is a difficult subject matter that one has to learn from his very youth. To meditate, one must restrain himself from all kinds of sense gratification. Unfortunately, meditation has now become a fashion for those who are overly addicted to sensual things. Such meditation is defeated by the struggle for existence. Sometimes such meditative processes pass for transcendental meditation. King Puranjana, the living entity, being thus victimized by the hard struggle for existence, took to transcendental meditation. with his friends and relatives. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So we will read one more verse. Text 18. स एव पुर्यां मधुः पञ्चलेषु स्वपार्षदै उपनीतं बलिं गृह्णन् श्रीजितो नाविदद्भयम्. Translation.
King Puranjana collected taxes in the city known as Panchala and thus was able to engage in sensual indulgence. Being completely under the control of women, he could not understand that his life was passing away and that he was reaching the point of death. But government men, including kings, presidents, secretaries, and ministers, are in the position to utilize taxes collected from citizens for sense gratification. It is stated in Srimad Bhagavatam that in this Kali Yuga, government men, Rajanyas, and those connected with the government, as well as exalted government ministers, secretaries, and presidents, will all simply collect taxes for sense gratification. The government is top heavy, and without increasing tax, the government cannot maintain itself. When taxes are collected, they are utilized for sense gratification of the government officials. Such irresponsible politicians forget that there is a time when death will come to take away all their sense gratification. Some of them are convinced that after life, everything is finished. This atheistic theory was conceived long ago by a philosopher called Charvaka. Charvaka recommended that man should live very opulently by either begging, borrowing, or stealing. He also maintained that one should not be afraid of death, the next life, the past or impious life, because after the body is burned to ashes, everything is finished. This is the philosophy of those who are too much materially addicted. Such philosophizing will not save one from the danger of death, nor will it save one from the abominable afterlife. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So we will conclude here. Prabhuji will cover these explanations tomorrow. So yes, Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you all of you.
Thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, everyone. Hare
Prabhupada. Thank
Krishna.
you, Prabhupada. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.